on. Spend a day to get my mind blown. Dress it up and go to Nassau. 200 miles on the dash. Gotta roll a pound up a gas. Switch the lanes in the grand.
Hey you guys, so today I'm here with a warm fawn makeup look featuring the Morphe 35O palette. I had an opportunity to get my hands on this palette when it first released, so we're going to just jump right into this. I'm going to use the NYX HD eyeshadow base along with my MAC Paintpot. As you can see, my eyebrows are already done, and I did them like before I got to this part. It's just that it takes way too much time to just show that all the time in a makeup video while editing, and I know that you guys don't like extremely long videos, so I'm gonna use that. Then I'm gonna use Painterly. I like to use two eyeshadow primers just to really like make the colors pop a bit more. So the way that I'm going to show you guys the colors that I used, I basically broke it down by rows and columns so that you guys know exactly which color to use, because each color does not have like a name. So I'm going to be using row 3 column 4 to really use that reddish brown in my crease area, and I'm going to do that for both eyes. So right after this, I'm going to use the very bright orange, well not very bright, but the bright orange in row 1 column 7, and I'm going to put that over the color that I have right now. I'm really going to put it on the outer part of my crease. And if you guys have the opportunity to get your hands on this palette, definitely try to, because it usually sells out in like 5 seconds. Like as soon as they restock and announce it, like it's usually gone. And this is like the perfect warm palette. Like if you like warm matte colors or shimmers, definitely try to get your hands on this palette. Like I've been in love with it since the day I got it. So right after this, I'm going to use the color in row 3 column 7, which is just 2 colors down from the color that we just used, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. This is a darker red, so it's kind of like a nice brick color, and I'm going to put that on my lid so my eyes look nice and warm and orangey and red and stuff. So right after this, we're going to take a break from the eye colors for a second and go on to making under the eyebrow highlight look a little natural and blend properly with the colors. So I'm going to go in with Fawn by LA Girl Pro HD Concealer, and it's about a shade lighter than the color that I normally used. And I don't know, I used to use this this color all the time, like on my face, like, and I probably was walking around looking like a ghost, but I don't know. I can't believe I was like using that, but now I'm using it for eyebrow highlight. So I'm going to use that and put that under my eyebrows and then blend it with the colors that's already in my crease so that everything looks nice and blends correctly. So right after this, we're going to focus on smoking out the outer V of my crease. So I'm going to try to make it a little bit darker, but I don't want to use black, because this palette, what I love is that it doesn't have black. So the closest that you're going to get to black is like a dark brown. So I'm going to use the dark brown that's in row 5 column 4 to really smoke out the outer part of my crease and give it more of a warm look. So it's not as like smoky as it would be if I use black, but it still blends with the red, because I feel like black would be a little too bold against red and it will kind of look like all the other makeup looks that I normally do. So yeah, now I'm going to just blend that out with my Sonia Kashuk brush. And then we're going to move on to the next color, which is row 7 column 7, and it's this pretty coppery nice color. It's like a coppery, it's like a copper color. And I'm going to put that over the red on my lid, and then I'm going to use Triple Fudge from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. If you guys don't have this, feel free to use any dark color that you do have and use that on the outer V. I just want to smoke it out as much as possible without using a black. So this is like a really dark brown. So that's why I use that color. So right after this, I'm going to apply a shimmery color. I really don't know what kind of color to call this. It's like a pretty metallic iridescent shimmer that's included in this palette, and I absolutely love it. So I put it on top of the shimmer that's already there, which is the copper color, and this color is located on row 3 column 6, and it gives like a nice, it softened up the coppery look a bit, so I absolutely love that. Then I'm going to use the brown that's in row 2 column 6, and I'm going to use that for the underbrow highlight to kind of make everything blend correctly. And now the eyes are done, so we're going to just move on to eyeliner. So I'm going to be using my absolutely favorite foundation, which is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color Coconut. I've been absolutely in love with this foundation, and it matches my skin perfectly. As you can see, I stopped using the Revlon one This one is absolutely amazing. Like, this is my holy grail foundation, and it's not expensive at all. I'm going to be using a regular stipple brush, and then I'm going to be using my Jaclyn O brush, which is basically a dupe to the artist and MAC brushes that you've probably been seeing all your favorite YouTubers use lately. This one is basically the same exact thing, just for the cheaper price. And I'm here to give you guys dupes and cheaper alternatives to a lot of expensive products, especially if you're just starting out in makeup. So I really use this brush to focus on my under eye makeup, as well as on my lid when I'm just doing foundation all over my face, because it really gets, like, it's a very precise brush. So this handle and everything is great for precision. So I'm going to be now using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit in the color Deep. And I'm going to be using chocolate to contour my cheeks and my nose. And then I'm going to be using coral under my eyes. And I love coral because it's nice and red. So it kind of gave me like a nice warm look as well. So I really use that also to cover up any dark spots that's on my face. And it does the job, it gets the job done. So I absolutely love that palette as well. So once I do this, I'm going to be wetting my beauty blender with my water bottle, and then just blend everything all together. So now once everything is blended together, I'm going to go ahead and highlight and set that highlight with my Sacha Cosmetics Buttercup setting powder. And these people, like, a lot of people call it baking. I mean, I don't call it. I mean, I'm just gonna set it. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm baking or anything. So I'm really just gonna set that, and I'm gonna highlight the contour, like make it a little sharper. And I kind of didn't blend out the right side of my face properly. So, and if you watch my last video, like, my contour on my right side was extremely sharp. So I'm gonna be using my Sleek Face Form Kit in the color medium to set the contour. And then I'm just going to use the same foundation stipple brush that I used to blend off all, like, to take off all the highlight. Now I'm going to be using Raizin, which is my favorite blush by MAC, to really go over that and give my cheeks some nice rosiness. Then I'm going to quickly apply some mascara on my eyes before I apply my lashes. And then I'm going to use one of my favorite products right now, which is this Naked Urban Decay Illuminated powder thingy. It's like a glowy thing, like a highlighter, and it's in the color Lit. And I usually put this on my face because it gives my face a nice glow. I'm going to use Becca's and Jaclyn Hill's highlight, which is Champagne Pop. And I've been hearing a lot about this, so I definitely had to try it, and I'm in love. Like, I love that product so much. Like, I do not leave my house without putting that on. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to use Buttercup and Sepia by Anastasia Beverly Hills for my lips. I'm going to be using Buttercup first, then I'm going to line it with the NYX color, which is, I think, Chestnut. And then I'm going to put Sepia over that. And then I'm going to put Buttercup on again, but in the middle of that, to just give a little lightness. And so the look is complete, and this is how it looks all close up. I didn't really show putting on my lashes because, I mean, it's kind of pointless, and I'm not happy with those lashes, but this is the look, and I hope you guys loved it as much as I did, because a lot of people complimented my makeup in my last video. So I'm going to see you guys again in my next video, which is going to be a Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon unboxing, which is a product that is releasing very, very soon. So definitely look forward to that, and I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye! One of the bundles only got one strand, so it wasn't any crazy shedding as of yet. So when I bleach it, I'm going to see how it turns out. I'm definitely going to give you guys a full rundown.